Hello, everyone. My name is Christopher Rose. I'm an author, mentor, life coach, motivational speaker, evangelist, musician. In this audio, we're going to be talking about the five spiritual practice, and I'm going to explain each spiritual practice that would help you in your spirituality, your faith, and in your daily life. So, number one, prayer. It's very important to pray to Jesus Christ or God or whatever your faith you believe in and build a relationship with God. Prayer is very, very important in spirituality and faith. And it's very important to pray when you can. You can either pray in a church, a temple, a mosque, synagogue, or anywhere where you find it comfortable to pray. Praying should be a daily thing. You should pray every day, and you should also pray when you have issues and concerns that are happening in your life. Also, with prayer, it's good to talk to God about your dreams and desires, your life, what you want for the future, how you want God to bless you, and also what you can do for God. Obviously, every human being has a different faith and every human being has a different belief. But I do believe you should pray and actually find time to pray. You can either pray for 30 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, or 1 hour. There's no time limit on your conversation with God. So make sure you pray, make sure you spend time in prayer, and praying will definitely support you in what you need to learn, and also it will support you in what you're going through in your daily life. Second thing of spiritual practice, journaling. Journaling is very important to process your thoughts and feelings and to journal about your life. Now, I would recommend you journal every day, 15 minutes to half an hour, every single day, journaling your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, your daily life, your dreams and desires, your challenges, your difficulties, your struggles, your problems, and the things that are really, you're finding hard to deal with in life. Journaling is like a therapeutic way of talking with yourself. A lot of people has said that journaling has transformed their life in every single way. So it's important to write down your days, your weeks, and your months in a journal, and process your thoughts and your feelings and what's going on for you day to day. So journaling can be a very spiritual practice, a very therapeutic practice, and I recommend you buy a journal and you journal every day. So this is how a journal looks like. Just going to show you an example of one. So a journal is just a book like this, as you can see here. It's a book where you can write in your thoughts and your feelings and emotions in the book. So this is how a journal is. So make sure you buy a journal and make sure you start writing in your journal daily. The third spiritual practice, mindfulness. Now, mindfulness is a very important spiritual practice in spirituality and faith. Mindfulness is when you sit down quietly by yourself and you meditate and you think about the present moment of your life in where you're living. Mindfulness is connecting you to the present, connecting you to the now. So you do deep breathing. You don't talk to yourself when you do mindfulness. You just take deep breaths, sit down quietly, cross your legs, cross your arms, and let the universe guide you in mindfulness. Now, mindfulness is very, very important. I do believe that if you do mindfulness every day, you'll become a wiser person and a more present person. And mindfulness can be done for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes to an hour. But making time for mindfulness is very important. You could do mindfulness in a park, in a center, in a church, in a community, with other people. There's no right or wrong way of how to do mindfulness, but it's important to get into the habit of doing this spiritual practice. And then When you do mindfulness, pay attention to the universe and pay attention to what Jesus Christ or God is trying to show you in the present moment. Sometimes when you do mindfulness, your mind will show you things and make you see things that only a still mind and a present mind can show you. So make sure you do mindfulness, make sure you make it a spiritual practice in your daily life. And this will help you to overcome anxiety, stress, challenges, difficulties, life problems, circumstances, issues, situations that you're facing. So make sure you do mindfulness. The fourth spiritual practice is meditation. Now, meditation is part of many religions and many spiritual groups and faith groups. So, meditation is similar to mindfulness, but with meditation, how it works is that you cross your legs, you cross your arms, close your eyes, and you meditate for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes to 1 hour. And when you're meditating, you're observing your thoughts. So it's different to mindfulness, where mindfulness is about the present moment. Meditation is really looking at your thoughts, what's coming into your mind, what's going out of your mind, the thoughts that are ruminating in your mind and what you're constantly thinking, the thoughts that drift away and then come back to you. So it's always about looking at your thoughts and seeing how your mind is operating. So it's important when you do meditation that you don't do it when you have negative thoughts, because that will not be good for meditation. You need to try and do meditation where you're able to concentrate on your thoughts and your feelings when you're in a positive state, when you feel calm. So never do meditation when you have a mental health condition or a serious uh, mental health challenge, because that might make it very difficult to calm the mind and to calm yourself in meditation. But if you're present, if you have a positive mindset and you want to meditate, then make sure you meditate. But also, meditation can help with negative thoughts and ruminating thoughts, because you're observing your thoughts and trying to find a way to calm down your thoughts, to let your mind not think about thoughts, which is a very difficult thing to do. But in meditation, they say sometimes that you can get to a place of nirvana, heaven, spirituality, and enlightenment. Jesus Christ and the Buddha did similar meditations on earth when they were here, and also prayers that got them to that enlightenment stage in their life. So it's important that we meditate and make time for the spiritual practice, and this will help us in our daily lives and also in what we're trying to achieve and what we're trying to do. And then the final spiritual practice, which is the fifth spiritual practice, is walking. Now, walking's a very important spiritual practice. Now, I find walking to be something we do every day, but something that can be so therapeutic and amazing. So I'd recommend you walk for at least 30 minutes to 45 minutes to an hour when you can. It may not be every day, but when you have the opportunity to, make sure you walk. The best places to walk are parks, like outdoor events, like community events, walking groups, also in mountain hillsides, in spiritual places where you can just walk and observe. And walking's a very therapeutic thing. When your body is moving and you're spiritually walking, we can call it spiritual walking or spiritual mindfulness when you're walking. So it's important that you understand what you're thinking while you're walking. You understand the body of the movement of the body, how you walk in outside in the community. You understand looking at the animals, the people, the trees, the birds, the environment where you're walking in, and just being in touch with nature and God and Jesus Christ through walking. So it's important to walk. We do walk in every single day as human beings. I think the Creator, God, wanted us to walk and wanted us to understand the importance of walking. So I do find walking to be a very therapeutic thing to do. And if you do more walking, you're doing more exercise. So it's got health benefits in walking also. You can actually help your body, your mind, your soul, and your spirit when you're walking. So I would recommend doing some walking and actually being in touch with nature. And walking in parks is a very amazing thing, a very therapeutic thing. So these are the five spiritual practices. I'm just going to repeat it one last time. So prayer, journaling, mindfulness, meditation, and walking, the five spiritual practice. In your life, you can do all five spiritual practices, or you can choose which practice works for you. For me, for example, I try to do all five spiritual practices when I can. Not every single day because each day is different. But when you have the opportunity to do these five spiritual practices, and it will really transform your life in every way. For my belief in Christianity and spirituality, I believe that Jesus Christ and God wants to build a relationship with you. And how the Creator, our God, builds a relationship with us is when we practice a spiritual practice and get involved in connecting with God and Jesus Christ. Sometimes in life, we have busy lives, work, family commitments, careers, businesses, volunteering, things that we're doing within our life that prevents us from just being spiritual and doing a spiritual practice. But these five spiritual practices can really transform your life and help you in every single way. So I would recommend to the person that's listening to this audio message and podcast, do five spiritual practices, make it part of your life. For me, I really value prayer, mindfulness, meditation, and journaling, and also walking. Also, but it's something very important to me to do. So I would recommend to the viewers and the listeners, make it a habit. They say that a habit starts when you consistently work at it. So the more times you do your habit, you do your spiritual practice, the more times it becomes natural. That's how it normally works. You have to start the habit for it to become natural. So spiritual practice is the same. If you work on yourself, start doing your spiritual practices throughout your days and your weeks and your months, then this will become a habit. And you'll start doing it every single day or when you have the opportunity to. So I hope this message has helped somebody today. I hope you develop a spiritual practice. And thank you for listening and thank you for watching. Take care now. Bye bye.